Hello. I thought that as it's Mental Health Awareness Week, it would be fitting for me, or wouldn't be fitting for me, not to say something about it. We all have mental health, first of all, and it can vary so we can't think that mental illness is something that is separate from us. Mental health is just as much as it is part of our everyday maintenance, that we should be taking care just as much as our physical health, our diet, etc. You can have be in good mental health and obviously be mentally ill, but we all have mental health on the scale of good mental health, and we all suffer from mental illness. 1 in 4 of us at least suffer from mental illness at some point in our lives, and that could be just something like depression, anxiety, insomnia, eating disorder. It's such a wide spectrum, so please don't be naive to how easily you can slip there. And also to those who are going through that at the moment, I just wanted you to know that you're not alone, that, as I said, 1 in 4 of us go through that at least once in our lifetimes, at least once, myself included. I've suffered from depression many times and felt so alone, and moving from that and linking to that point, speaking from my experience, what I think the hardest thing about it is that you can feel very alone. You can suffer from loneliness even when you're not alone, and that's the other thing that people don't know about, that you can be lonely and not be alone, and you can be lonely even though you're alone. And that's because we all have our own journeys, and we all have our own experiences, our own interpretation of our experiences, and our own feelings about how that's come about, and how people interact with us, and how people see us. And it's heartbreaking how people can affect you and how situations can affect you. And so I just want to talk a little bit about hope as well, because in my opinion, one of the reasons why I started doing holistic therapy and things like that is because even though initially my passion started off in something completely different, in entertainment and arts, and those of you who know me, I've had quite a long, difficult and twisty turny journey in life itself. And at my lowest points, I think what was the hardest is losing hope and feeling alone. And the losing hope is that you don't see that there's going to be a change in the situation. You can feel trapped, and I just want to say to you that I am living proof that that's not the case. You can feel so alone, so isolated, and you can feel as though this is the portion you've got and this is it. And it's like that game, I can't remember what it's called now. Everybody was playing it on their phones, and you shoot one jewel or sweet or something, and then they all come crashing down. And that's what it's a bit like. Life can feel so condensed and so compact, with your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, the anxiety, all of it can just feel so claustrophobic almost. And then something happens, and then the whole picture can change, the whole scenario can change. It just takes one person to give you a little help, a little advice, a change in the circumstance because of that, or your perspective on the whole situation changes, and that changes the whole outlook. And it may not happen when you expect it to happen, or in the time frame that you'd like it to happen, but it can happen at any time. So you know, just don't look at yourself now and think, or be in the situation that you're in now and think this is it. Life is current. It's water is current, energy is current, money is current, currency. We are current. We're always moving. Situations, just the nature of things are always moving and always changing, and some tides and some things are slower than others, but they always change. And even though your circumstances could be the same, something gives and something changes, and it changes the whole dynamic of that situation, and just makes it different. And we are our experiences, and those experiences become things that make us stronger. And I know it sounds so cliche, but they're things that you use to help other people with, or that you climb out of and understand somebody else, and then you can help somebody else with something that you've been through. And that's just how it works. And it's a gift in a way. It's a gift to be able to pull on that strength and come out of it. And I've seen so many people that I felt that I wanted to help, because I've been in such dark places myself emotionally, and just feeling like there was no one there, no one that understood, and judged by it. And then you speak to other people and they're like, my God, you're actually really strong. And that is so uplifting. There's there's some people like, oh, you're so self-absorbed, there's nothing wrong with you, and they just don't understand. And then you talk to someone else and they're like, you're always optimistic. So just surround yourself by the right people, the people that don't get you and don't get your struggle. They're not what you need right now. You need people who are going to bring you up, people that are going to strengthen you. Just take courage from hope. There is always somebody and something that comes into your life that will change things for you, that will change the situation. There's always that moment where you break through, and things do move along. You know, if you have children, they grow up. If you have debts, there's finances that you can get. Reach out, speak to someone. I'm here, as well as, Samaritans. Please call your friends, people that love you, and listen to how they see you and take it on, believe it. Try not to doubt what they're saying or think they're just being nice. Take it. Just take the encouragement where you can get it until things change. And that's what I would suggest. There's hope in the fact that tomorrow is always different from today, and tomorrow might not be the physical tomorrow that you know, but there's always something on the horizon to change just before you're ready to give up. So don't do that. And that's it. I just wanted to give my encouragement and say much love to everybody out there, and peace.